Daniel, 6 games in, 2-2-2, kind of in the middle of the pack. How would you take a look at what you've seen so far from this team, and then maybe individually as well so far this season?
Yeah, I think we've had honestly, a pretty average start per se. It's just been kind of I think the performances have been pretty good, but I think just in some phases of the game is where we've kind of collapsed. We're pretty good for most of the game. We've had more possession in most of the games as well so far this season. So I think teams are kind of figuring us out a little more, making us try to, it's like a little bit of chess, like the way that we're, having to counteract with whatever the opponent's doing. But yeah, I think we've had our moments to really try to finish games off early on, and then yeah, as far as me so far, I think I've started out pretty well. I think just my reliable self. I think I've been in the first 6 games so far. I'm still trying to push myself to do more. I think offensively as well, but yeah, I think just want to try to keep being consistent and just keep being available for the guys.
George.
Dan, last week was a tough loss. They were one of the worst teams in the league. They haven't scored a goal until last week. How do you guys brush that off? And now you're playing a tougher team, and kind of not go in there, kind of dwelling on that, and just kind of move on to where we're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough place to play, New England. We lost there. We don't win there. The last time we won was 1-0. Fletcher had an own goal or caused an own goal in 2022. We just don't win there. We were just saying, we lost to New England last year, made it to the MLS Cup final. Maybe it's part of the algorithm, but it's they're a good side. Carlos Hill, he's magic. He's a tough player. We 2 set piece goals that they kind of scored. But yeah, I think we just got to move on to the next game. Realize that can only happen once, honestly. Let's put it behind us, focus on a good training week, push each other again, and just be hungry because teams are coming at us in the East. They want to get results, and we've got to be able to just find a way to come out of that game with a point, not give up points. But now it's how can we continue our good form at home?
We'll go to Voss on Zoom.
How's it going, Daniel? Best of luck again this Saturday. Just wanted to ask you on the team's recent form, because we do see that it was a tough loss against New England, but it was a great effort as we were put into every game. Has coach maybe talked to you guys about how you can maybe play up, not play down against your opponents, but kind of play up against them? Because whenever we see the sides like a Nashville or one of the other, or an Orlando coming to town, you guys are really up for it, but maybe sometimes struggle against the lower half of the table sides. Does he address that at all during training or during any sort of speeches?
No, I mean, I think all the teams in the, I think the Eastern Conference is just far more ferocious, and just there's just a lot of more, duels and battles. The West Coast, there's more ball playing, ball possession. In the Eastern Conference, I think all the teams this year are gonna compete, and every game is gonna be tricky. And I think Chicago, they've done a really good start to the season so far, and they've had a few past seasons where they've struggled, haven't made the playoffs. But I think this year, right now, they're doing well, and we just need to continue what we're doing at home, I think, and just stay true to ourselves. We're still 6 games in. It's early on. Not try to shy away from our foundation, our style of play, but just go out there and try to get 3 points again.